r/AskReddit. What film role was 100% perfectly cast?
Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday in Tombstone.
Alan Rickman in Galaxy Quest, though I could have posted just Alan Rickman and the post would have still answered the question.
Raul Julia and Angelica Houston as Gomez and Morticia. They were both perfect individually, but the way they played off of each other took it to another level.
Kathy Bates as Annie Wilkes in Misery.
Patrick Stewart as Professor X.
Anyone other than Andre the Giant as Fezzik would be inconceivable. If only he could have played the mountain that rides.
Vincent D'Onofrio as the bug in the Edgar suit in Men in Black. The fact that he wasn't even nominated for an Oscar for that role is plain and simply a crime against humanity. Think about it. We all, well, cinephiles at least, are intimately familiar with who Vincent D'Onofrio is and what he looks like. And yet there isn't a moment in that entire film when we aren't wholly convinced that he is anything other than a roach wearing human skin, uncomfortably. Actors get Oscars for playing humans with human problems. Not that far off a stretch for a human actor. But Vincent played a bug stuffed inside of ill-fitting skin, convincingly, and we snub him because we don't take comedy seriously. Slap yourself, Academy. Slap yourself right in the. Chris Tucker as Ruby Rhod from The Fifth Element. I heard they wanted Prince, but Chris was perfect. No one was ready for that.
Matthew Lillard as Shaggy. Definitely Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal.
The whole cast of The Shawshank Redemption. Special mention to Morgan Freeman. Made Morgan's voice iconic.
Patrick Stewart as Jean-Luc Picard.
Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men.
Full Metal Jacket. All roles were brilliantly cast but GNY. Sergeant Hartman is the truest character in the film. R. Lee Ermey was a drill instructor in the Marine Corps and brought in only to advise, but he wanted the role. He put on a uniform and showed Kubrick how it should be and got the part over Tim Colcherry, who was already cast but moved to the door gunner's part. John Candy as Uncle Buck.
Christian Bale for American Psycho.
When they recast James Earl Jones's role as Mufasa for The Lion King, the person they got to replace him was James Earl Jones.
Hugo Weaving as Agent Smith in The Matrix.
Russell Crowe as Maximus in Gladiator. The speech once he takes off the mask is goosebump-inducing epic. Quiet strength. We'll say nothing about him as Robin Hood, though.
J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson.
Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly and of course Christopher Lloyd as Doc Brown.
John Malkovich in Being John Malkovich.
Robbie Coltrane as Rubeus Hagrid.
Daniel Day-Lewis as Daniel Plainview, There Will Be Blood.
Tim Curry in Clue, Rocky Horror, Muppet Treasure Island, Ferngully, etc.
Ian McKellen as Gandalf, LOTR.
Tilda Swinton as the Archangel Gabriel in Constantine.
Rosamund Pike as Amy Dunn in Gone Girl. She perfectly embodied the Amy of the book and somehow added even more depth to the character. She was truly excellent and deserved the Oscar IMO.
Robin Williams as the genie in Aladdin is one of the best cast film roles of all time.
Rainn Wilson as Dwight Schrute.
Ha Solo in Carbonite.
Charles Dance as Tywin Lannister, had such a commanding presence. Edit, oh crap gold, not sure what it does, but thanks bro smiley face. Al Pacino as Michael Corleone.
Christoph Waltz as Colonel Hans Lander in Inglourious Bastards.
Jack Black in School of Rock.
Jeff Goldblum as Ian Malcolm in Jurassic Park. On second thought, all of the actors in Jurassic Park.
Aaron Paul as Jesse Pinkman. Edit, I got my first gold for being a Breaking Bad fan. Ha, thanks, stranger.
Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump.
Rowan Atkinson as Mr. Bean.
Joaquin Phoenix in Walk the Line. A superb Johnny Cash.
Arnold as the Terminator.
I'd have to say Edward Norton as Jack and Brad Pitt as Tyler Durden in Fight Club. But that entire cast was solid. They embodied the characters flawlessly from the book.
Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. David Tennant as Crowley.
Judy Garland as Dorothy. Edit, I'm also aware of the abuse. I know about all of that. I would love if any conversation about her could be focused on her artistry, but of course you can say whatever you want, this is the internet after all. I would also love to use this to clarify that she was not molested by the Munchkins, nor were they drunks, because that seems to be a common thing that I see. Darn it Sid Luft and darn it Judy for coming up with that joke lol. I also met some of them and got to speak to them about it if anyone has any questions about that smiley face. My grandmother met Judy while being commissioned by her, but in the late 60s, so Dorothy wasn't really there anymore, but according to her Judy was a wonderful, funny human being, one of the brightest lights she ever met, she said, regardless of all the crap. That she was just a very special human being. My mother was going to name me Judy after her, but my dad ended up picking my name haha.
Alan Rickman, Severus Snape.
Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
Louis Black as Anger in Inside Out. He's literally the angriest man alive.
Leonardo DiCaprio as Arnie G in the movie What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
I really liked Jamie Foxx as Django. Christoph Waltz was also really good.
RDJ as Iron Man.
Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. I am glad he'll be returning again. Heath Ledger for Joker. Edit, thank you for the upvotes.
Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, John Leguizamo as the Pest, Denzel Washington as Alonzo.
Everyone in The Princess Bride, most perfect casting of an entire movie ever.
Tommy Wiseau, The Room.
Michael Scarn, played by Michael Scott. The best protagonist in the whole film industry.
Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Bill Hader as the older Richie in IT, Chapter 2.
Every role in Girl, Interrupted. Winona Ryder and Angelina Jolie just nailed their roles, but really every supporting actor freaking delivers, especially Clea Duvall and Brittany Murphy emo.
Martin Freeman as Bilbo Baggins.
I know they botched the overall franchise, but I thought Henry Cavill was the perfect Superman.
Riley Reid in Asterisk Monsters of Asterisk.
Everyone, Good Will Hunting.
Val Kilmer as Jim Morrison.
Pretty much everyone in The Big Lebowski.
Not a film but Peter Dinklage as Tyrion on Game of Thrones.
No one said Jack Nicholson in The Shining? Perfect role, amazing movie.
Leonardo DiCaprio in The Wolf of Wall Street.
Stephen Fry as Oscar Wilde in Wilde, 1997, a gay writer, famous throughout Britain for his bonhomous wit and arch take on life, a large-framed man with a gentle demeanour and a floppy fringe. It was a part that Stephen Fry was born to play. Other parts that Stephen Fry was born to play: Jeeves in the BBC series Jeeves and Wooster, Peter in Peter's Friends, Hugh Laurie in A Bit of Fry and Laurie.
Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones and Han Solo.
Frank Underwood. Still sends shivers down my spine.
Keanu as Neo. Gerard Butler as Leonidas in 300.
Bryan Cranston as Hal in Malcolm in the Middle and as Walter White in Breaking Bad.
Tom Hiddleston, Loki.
Harrison Ford as Han Solo or Tom Hardy as Bane.
Simon Pegg and Nick Frost in Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz. Their chemistry made those movies. Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin.
Matthew Lillard as Shaggy. He was born to play that role.
Burbach for Sherlock. If television counts. Faultless.
Fudge Ian McKellen as Gandalf.
Alan Rickman as Professor Snape.
Dustin Hoffman as Hook.
Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. Edit, thank you for the upvotes. Thank you Anonymous Redditor for the second gold.
Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Olivia Colman in The Favourite. I'd only seen her in Broadchurch and was amazed by how completely different this one was.
Joaquin Phoenix, Johnny Cash.
I'd say that Charlie Sheen was pretty perfect as Rick Vaughn in Major League.
It still sounds crazy to this day, but my answer is Tom Cruise as Les Grossman.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe and smack that bell icon to stay up to date on our videos. See you next time.